Alright, guys, we're just reading through the Bible, and when I find stuff to talk about, I let you guys know what I think, and we just go from there. I will put in between thee and the woman, and between thee seed of her seed, as shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply the sorrow and thy conception, and sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall roll over thy. Unto and unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearsaken unto the voice of my wife, hearsaken unto the voice of thy wife, and has eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, Thou shalt not eat of. Cursed is the ground for thy sake, and sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of thy face shall thou eat bread, till thy return into the ground. For out of it waste thy taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shall thy return. And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. Unto Adam also and to his wife did the Lord God make coats of skin and clothing, and clothed them. The Lord God made coats of skin. So I'm assuming coats of skin is from like the animals. And clothed them. And the Lord God said, Behold, the man is becoming as one of us, to know good and evil. And now lest he put forth his hand, and take also of the tree of life, and eat, and live forever. So the story of Adam and Eve lives forever, but Adam and Eve did not live forever. Like, I'm assuming Adam and Eve were godly people after the first sin. Like, I don't think it ever goes into saying that they were bad people after the first sin. Maybe they straightened up and there was no more sin after that. We don't really know, because they don't really go much more into Adam and Eve right here. Like, maybe later on in the Bible they do. But that's pretty much it. The next person we're going to go into is Cain and Abel, which is their kids. So, and what a sin happened. There's a big sin that happens there. A big one. The first death happens when that happens. And we're about to get into that in the next one, guys.